Hi everyone, it's Sloan Rhodes here with your spiritual guidance for the week of May 15th, 2018. Alright, so I normally do release these on Sunday, but we had Mother's Day on Sunday here in the United States, and I got a little bit behind. But I am doing a fun thing because today I realized that I have over 20,200 subscribers now on YouTube, and today's Tuesday, so I thought I would offer you a fun gift and to welcome all my new subscribers as well. So I'm going to be offering 20%, keeping with the 2 theme. Today's Tuesday, over 20,200 subscribers. I mean, I can't believe that I used to have barely 30. So I'm really, really thrilled that the messages I am providing are resonating with so many of you. And I do welcome all my new subscribers and give thanks to all of you, new and returning. And so I wanted to offer you a 20% discount on my online courses off of any course you like for the next 2 weeks. So we have today's Tuesday, we have over 20,000 subscribers, 20% discount for the next 2 weeks on any of the online courses I have available at the moment. And you can click on the link below if that resonates with you and purchase your online course. The coupon code is the coupon code is SUBLOVE, SUBLOVE for subscriber love. So SUBLOVE is the coupon code, and so you can type that in and you will receive 20% off of any course that I have available in the moment for the next 2 weeks. So I hope that you enjoy that if you feel like you want to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, for all my new subscribers who are not familiar with the weekly spiritual guidance videos that I do, these weekly spiritual guidance videos are for all astrological signs. We're looking at the general weather report for the week, and so it's applicable to every sign. And I wanted to say too that I have I do it a little differently. So I have created a system of reading for the weekly spiritual guidance videos where I am identifying for everyone the egoic issues that may arise, where the ego may try to distract us during the week, and then I also identify where the heart, the open, expansive energy, is asking that we explore further, and then I look at what we can expect regardless. So the reason I do it this way is because there's a lot of misunderstanding about the ego, and the ego is neither good nor bad, but the egoic energy likes to keep us in the familiar patterning of fear and anxiety. It likes to have a level of fear and adrenaline running through our system because the ego has been in charge of our safety. And so because we are ascending on a planetary scale, spiritually, energetically, we no longer need, let's say, that level of fear and adrenaline to run through our body. We are going toward a more heart-centered state of being. So the ego is clinging to the familiar patterning of fear and adrenaline. So whenever our heart wants to expand and we want to ascend spiritually, the ego often comes in with the fear and anxiety. So when you can identify it more easily in your own life, you begin to feel less whipped around by circumstances and more in charge, and more you have a greater degree of self-agency and self-mastery, which benefits everyone. So this is why I've created this method of reading, and I hope that you find it helpful. I plan on writing a book about it as well, but that's in the near future, hopefully. But let's go ahead and get started so you can play with these energies and see what I mean. So today I'm going to be getting one card as the overarching theme from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer, and then from the Wild Unknown Tarot I'll get one card in the position of what our ego may try to distract us with, one card in the position of what our heart asks that we explore further, and one card in the position of what we can look forward to or expect regardless. So let's go ahead and get started. This is for all astrological signs. The next weekly spiritual guidance video will be next Sunday. I do release them every Sunday, usually. And if you forget the code for the 20% discount, I'll include it in the description below. All right, so the energy for the week, May 15th, 2018. All right, here we go. Clouds, shape-shifting, beautiful. And we have lightning and power under the deck. Clouds, shape-shifting. This We have lightning under the deck. I may or may not address that in a few minutes, but I really want to focus in on this overarching theme. lovely, interesting energy. So be aware of your perceptions this week, because not everything, let's put it this way, there's new energy coming in. We just have this new moon in Taurus. And when we have the clouds energy, the shape-shifting energy, you're being asked to not only be more adaptable, but to not cling to older paradigms, not cling to the way things used to be. Things are shifting, and your perceptions are being asked to evolve as well. So this would be a beautiful week to begin to open up, play more with the new energies that are coming in. And we do have lightning and power under the deck here as well. So you're building on new electrical energy, let's say, that's flowing through. It may be even that something, either during this particular time frame or in the very, very recent past, something has occurred to kind of send electric shock through your body to get you moving, right? It's meant to help you to jump into the new energy. And so this week in particular, with that shape shifting, watch your thoughts, watch how your perceptions change. You know, a lot of times, we are convinced that our way is the right way, or that we have seen things clearly. And you know through your own life experience that this is not always the case. When you have the hindsight being 20/20, you can see things very clearly. But in the moment, so many times we hang on to this idea that our perception is the only perception, that we are right, and that never feels good to the heart. And it's going to be interesting to see where we're all called this week to allow ourselves to watch our perceptions and see where they do shift and change, and how others see and change as well based on our energies. So let's get some additional cards. All right, so the ego may try to distract us with the shape-shifting energy. The ego may try to distract us with the what? I will say too, with that shape-shifting, that I'm just really drawn to these clouds, and how sometimes, when you see a cloud like this, you look up 1 minute and you're like, oh yeah, there's a cloud in the sky, and you get busy and you look up again a few minutes later, and there's suddenly there's all these clouds building up upon one another, and suddenly there's a storm coming in, and there's this lightning and power under the deck. So I think part of that, just in terms of how you watch your perceptions, and if we look at it as a metaphor for our perceptions, things building until there's a storm, watch, to make sure that you have incredible clarity during this week, so you don't build upon misperceptions. Okay, so let's see what our ego tries to distract us with. Okay, here we go. So our ego may try to distract us with the Five of Swords. Again, that clash of wills, clash of egos. Again, as I've already mentioned, make sure that your perceptions and your thoughts and your understandings are clear, because misunderstandings and misperceptions can build very quickly into an argument. We have the Strength card that our heart asks that we explore further. Beautiful energy. And what we can look forward to regardless is the Chariot. Beautiful major arcana energy here. Okay, so we have what our ego may try to distract us with. The ego loves this card. And then we have the heart asking that we explore further the Strength card, the courage of kindness. And what we can look forward to regardless is the Chariot, forward momentum here. Lovely, lovely energy, based upon our own work, of course. But you may see an acceleration this week. And remember, you want it to accelerate in the direction that you're wanting to go, and not based on misreading the roadmap. If you think about the Chariot here as being a vehicle for our lives, make sure that you're seeing everything clearly. So, all right, so we have the Five of Swords. As I mentioned, the ego likes to have that level of fear and adrenaline running through your body, so that we can constantly be vigilant against potential attacks, right? And when it's combined with the Five of Swords, for some of you, you may find that there is someone, either you or someone, trying to get ahead at the expense of others, trying to put down you, or you're trying to put down someone else in order to get ahead. You may feel on guard even with that Five of Swords energy. Usually with the Five of Swords, it's often verbal clashes, clash of wills and egos. So just be aware when you can, with the heart energy, go into the absolute strength of kindness and compassion, and having the courage to be kind when someone is coming at you, seemingly attacking you. That is masterful and devastatingly diffusing, right? Because when someone comes at you really hard and you respond with, oh my goodness, I had no idea you were so upset, and you come with a softer energy when someone's coming at you full, or you have kindness for someone who's always putting you down because they want to feel better. Those people, even haters online, they're always trying to make you feel bad so they can feel better about themselves. When you respond with, oh, how awful it must feel to do those things, and not out of pity, but just out of compassion, because we all know that place. We all know that place where we have wanted to be seen and heard and recognized, and we act out of jealousy or whatever. And so the heart is saying, where can you explore that? Where can you explore the strength and the courage that comes from a kinder, gentler energy? Because the ego is going to try to distract you with keep fighting. They're trying to get ahead. They're trying to get on top of you. You can't get, you're not the boss of me. You get into that whole thing, and it never feels good. And then we have, regardless, what we can look forward to regardless, or what we can expect regardless, is the Chariot. Forward momentum through managing these two opposing energies, your will, your ego, and your heart. Where does the ego come in a way that is, because remember, the ego is not bad, but it comes in a way to wake us up, to push us deeper into our heart space, an opportunity to push us into our heart space. And where does the heart work in conjunction with the ego to help us expand spiritually, move forward in our lives in beautiful ways, usually with a great rapidity here. Remember, we have the lightning, we have the power under the deck, building, when again, I mentioned that either during this week or in the very recent past, something may have occurred for many of you to be that spark that got you moving suddenly forward, really, really nicely. We also have the Ten of Pentacles under the deck, which is beautiful energy of financial wealth and stability. Maybe you something comes in, you get a dividend check, or you get an inheritance of some kind that you were expecting, or there's something that happens in the home that creates more stability. Really lovely energy in the Chariot, of course, referencing travel, vehicles, this kind of thing. So that's, your material wealth. And we do have that new moon in Taurus, so this idea of, Taurus is all about the manifest world and creating strength and stability. And so with the Ten of Pentacles under the deck, there's an opportunity here to continue to grow. I talk a lot about the spiritual aspect of this, but embodying the spiritual in your physical being by being kind and gentle and grounded in who you are, knowing that you are more than your physical incarnation, allows you to manifest the things and the people and the experiences that you're wanting, because you are living more in balance. You're more aligned with your divine self. A lot of messages in there. I'm going to have to listen to this recording again to make sure I got them all. So you may want to as well. But anyway, I hope that you find that helpful and enjoyed the video. Again, if you are interested in an online course, my gift to everyone, as I mentioned, for all your support and pushing me up above 20,000 subscribers, is the 20% off any online course I have available in the moment, and the code is SUBLOVE. So I wish you much love, and wanted to remind you that this recording, or this video, is available on the audio podcast on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and iTunes. All of my YouTube videos are available on the podcast. And I do have 12 episodes on the podcast. If you go to my profile page on SoundCloud, and I also have them here on the YouTube channel under selected podcast episodes, but they're not related to tarot, oracle necessarily. It's just more about specific guidance, like on life purpose, sexuality, the parent-child relationship, endings and beginnings, crystals, angels, spirit guides. So I have a lot of very specific, I have 12 of them up. And you may want to listen to those. I know that many people find them helpful, but they're all available on the audio podcast as well. So I wish you much love.